I had to confront my own fears and weaknesses, or I could never have defeated you. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
Alright, welcome back to More Force, showing you how to react with more force, or I guess report with more force, because I'm going to be doing this as an update to the Lilo & Stitch live action movie and the casting for Bubbles. Now, apparently Bubbles will be in the movie, which is smart. That was going to be a huge gripe, and like that would have been excommunicado off the set. I was not going to watch the movie they did put Bubbles, because again, Bubbles is very important in the first movie. Bubbles is the reason why the two sisters come together and get over their differences. Bubbles is the reason why Lilo decides to be more mature about the way that she acts and not always just relying on her emotions, essentially. Because remember, in the first Lilo & Stitch, Lilo was getting into fights with Myrtle over words and stuff, doing things that as a productive person in society you can't do. And Lilo learns this in the first movie. Yes, with Stitch being there, but that's Lilo's character growth in the first movie, is she becomes more responsible. And Nani's character growth in this first movie, if I remember correctly, was that but it's been years. It's not like I don't watch like Disney movies like constantly over and over. I just remember them from way back when. But if I remember, Nani's character growth was that she was more attentive to Lilo and listened to her opinions more, so that they could grow together as sisters, and so that she can be more responsive and responsible as her guardian. Now, let me look it up again. I forgot his name already. It's going to be, I'm going to edit it in, of course. Let's see here. Lilo and Stitch. Live action cast. Let's see, it should come up. There he is. Courtney B. Vance. So that is apparently who is going to be Cobra Bubbles in the new live action movie. Now, I have a problem with this. It's not that I'm glad he's in there, but the only problem I have is that Cobra Bubbles, he is a brolic dude, brolic and stoic. I don't know. I mean, I guess Vance can sell it, maybe. I doubt he's going to bulk up for it, but like, I'm wondering why they didn't choose someone with that build. Because he's supposed to be like very brolic and stoic. Like, he's supposed to give off this feeling of intimidation. Not that he was a villain, but that he was the antagonist of the story. Not being an antagonist does not mean you're a villain. It means that you are the obstacle for the main characters to get over. A freaking wall can be the antagonist of a story. So Cobra Bubbles was the antagonist of the first movie. So I don't know, just going off how I see it right now, I don't think Vance is going to give off that intimidation factor that Cobra Bubbles needs to give off in the live action movie. But one thing that I think Disney should do, because they're not above this, what they should do to help sell this movie is say that they listen to the fans' reaction and or gripes, and they decided to cast Courtney B. Vance in recollection of the backlash that they got for not casting him in the initial reports. Now, I know for the most part it seems like that's not true. I think it's probably that they were going to cast him anyways, maybe. But for selling the movie, what they should do is just lie, because they're not above it. They've been lying for years. They might as well just sell it that they listen to the fans. But they're not. I don't think they're going to do that. They're not smart enough to do that. In fact, they're probably going to fear the people that aren't going to pay money too much for this movie. They're going to fear their opinion more over than the fans. Because the fan of Lilo & Stitch, if they heard that Disney like listened to them and made this change in the casting for them, like, remember the Sonic movie whether or not you want to believe it or not, if like the first iteration was just like some kind of hoax or whatever, because they sold the movie based on the fact that they held it back, what was it, like 6 months to a year, if I remember correctly. Because they held it back and they played it again with or released it with an updated Sonic, a Sonic that for the most part everyone likes. I have this one guy that I know, mad respect to you if you end up seeing this video, that he doesn't like the Sonic movie as a Sonic fan, which is fair. That is fine. I hear his gripes. I hear him. But he did like that they changed. Even him, who didn't like the movies, both the movies, he liked that that they changed Sonic, even if it happens to be a hoax. Selling it based on the fact that it is for the fans. That is what you need to do as a company, always. There's going to be very small exceptions to that rule, but selling something for your fans, for the fans, is almost always a good selling point. I don't think Disney is going to do that. They haven't shown that they really care about the fans for years. But that's just the update. Apparently, Cobra Bubbles is going to be in the movie. Will be based off an actor named Courtney B. Vance, who the picture should be up by now, but in my opinion, he does not sell intimidation. They need that intimidation factor for Cobra Bubbles to really sell it off. But who knows? Maybe they will. I mean, I highly doubt it, because Nani, they I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not saying the actress can't do it. I'm pretty sure she could do a well job. But for consistency, why not cast somebody that looks more like Nani? Like, why not? That should be paramount. That should be like, you should look for somebody that looks like Nani first, and then cast the person based on their skills, in my opinion. Because when you don't, you're going to have your fans of the series just initially not like it. For instance, the freaking Avatar movie. Who remembers that? Not the blue Avatar, but Avatar: The Last Airbender. Who remembers that movie? And they're like freaking Katara. Like, bro, it was so bad. It was so bad. Anyways, that's going to be it for this update. If you enjoyed this, definitely like, subscribe, and leave a comment for what you think I should do better in these kinds of videos. And if you're interested, check out my Twitter @ForceMore. That is where I'm updating my comic book, the Chapter 1 Prelude for Hikari, Rise of the Heavenly Demon. It is just about done. Finally, it's been a long road, a long one, but I'm getting there finally. And the climax of Chapter 1 is going to be so good. I hope I draw this right and pull it off. I need to nail this feeling I'm going for. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Life gets you down by a little more force. Jana.